And mate, welcome to a brand new episode of Panties In The Mouth. Tell me that was on there. God damn it.
No. That'd have been instant demonetization, Andy.
No way.
First 8 seconds, I think that
YouTube
on YouTube.
YouTube sucks ass for that. I fucked up when I was still editing them. I called the one episode the Weed Gauntlet.
Yeah.
And then they like age restricted it. Which, to be fair, don't be watching this if you're a teenager.
No, watch it if you're a teenager.
Yeah.
I listened to Opie and
Watch
Anthony
it
when I
if
was a
you're 5.
teenager.
I don't know.
You didn't listen to Opie and Anthony when you were young? Like you were.
I didn't get into O&A until I was listening to shout out Preston and Steve in Philly. I was listening to them in high school.
93.7 WMMR.
93.3 WMMR.
Shit.
You're damn close. You were 0.4
Wait,
off.
you had Opie and Anthony just on normal radio?
No,
okay.
I was just I never had just out of the gate. Your voice is weird. Just out of the gate. You're different than us, James.
I'll take it. I'll take my lumps.
LeMaire's holding what you told us against you clearly.
And I don't mind that. People can express themselves anyway.
You should have used the hard ear.
We can't talk about it. We can't talk about it. How have your guys' weeks been? Anything exciting happened to you all?
Oh, well, we had a great week. We had a successful Panties Live.
We had a
You did Panties Live?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much to everyone who came out to that.
Yeah.
Where'd you do it?
Speakeasy.
Speakeasy.
Nice.
Nice little back.
In the back room. It was nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't too loud either. Like, it's usually pretty loud, but this time it wasn't loud at all. I was like, what the hell? What's
Well,
the
they
difference?
actually checked because there's the room in the front bar where they play music, and they were actually making sure the music wasn't too loud.
Yeah, I think we got lucky too. Is the guy they had was just a solo guitar singing
Acoustic
guy.
guitar player,
They
yeah.
have enough room on that stage for a full band. If they would get a full band with a drummer, it's gonna be
Dude, we
rough.
gotta get a band. Oh, we gotta get a band so we can do up front.
We should get Jay to move down here and get his fucking loop pedals.
You know, hey, man.
You can't
fun
get
to have,
people with a
like-
live podcast and a loop pedal, man. I need to get a short-haired woman with a ukulele to close the show. That's devastating.
Oh, wait, you guys, we have to introduce our guest. It's
I'm so sure they know.
yeah, I know, but we still have to introduce.
You're right. You're right.
Formalities.
From Ellie's. It's James Donald Forbes Mccann.
James Donald Forbes Mccann with the catamaran plan. What is it? Still
Still going.
okay.
Still having a nice time.
How close?
No, he's got.
I mean, there is a boat now.
Wow.
Yeah,
Someone bought me a boat.
we did a pod on the boat. It was a great pod.
You have a boat?
We had a
now?
great-
Getting on the
yeah,
boat.
great
It's a
dog.
small boat. It's a bad boat.
No, it's a
LeMaire-
great boat.
LeMaire, it would mean something to me if you came and did the boat podcast after this one. If you got
we-
time.
fucking-
No way that the boat doesn't tip if you and LeMaire.
We'll say maybe we could set up a seat next to the boat.
It's in the water.
It's just like that scene in Shallow Hal where it's like leading
On a
upward.
canoe.
He's like, this girl's kind of big, hefty. She's dense.
She's dense.
She's dense.
She's dense.
She looked like a dang, yeah.
Hey, was it nice at the live show getting to see what the fan base is?
Yes.
It was surprised. Well,
We
So
ran
what is
the
that? What do they look
gamut.
like?
it was more women than it should have been.
That's what I was interested in.
It was shocking the amount of like non-girlfriend women that were there.
Just
Because I feel like I've heard that before.
two.
No, I'm playing.
Three, four. There was like four.
But, you know,
Greens, beans, tomatoes,
It was,
tomatoes.
but
then
then
there
it was
was-
our first one. The numbers weren't. We had about 15 people in there.
That's perfect for that.
We had
That's
enough,
perfect.
dude.
For that. We'll get more. We'll get on the
Yeah.
upstairs. They said if we get 40 in there, afterwards they can move the bar upstairs. There's an upstairs. Have you
right.
been in the back part of Speakeasy yet? Ever?
I'm trying to remember. No.
They have bowling and like there's like an upstairs bar
Ooh,
with
definitely
bowling
not.
and foosball and
You got to compete with a
ping
band
pong.
and bowling.
No, no one could get up there.
This is making the Velveeta room sound like a silent.
No, we had it locked off. We had bowling. You couldn't bowl.
We're
'cause
saying
us.
like if you're listening to a live podcast, though, you should be able to.
do other things.
You should be able to do other things. Snake, grab the young juice. You should be able to do other things.
You're drinking
Yeah.
already? We got shows.
No, I'm just saying, put it. Accoutrement.
Okay. I didn't want you to forget we had things.
Yeah.
I just care about you.
Just want to set up a live podcast like it looks like a Street Fighter level.
I'm just trying to get really drunk so when I go to the mothership
Run
tonight, I
your
can
joke
fucking.
Running his joke back from the live pod.
It crushed at the post-pod hang.
I thought he said it on the pod. Maybe I'm getting maybe that's
No,
why.
it was when we were hanging out. LeMaire was trying to big up. He's like, no, it'd be so sick if people were actively bowling during a podcast.
I thought the bowlcast would work.
You try one?
Yeah. Did one with CJ, and I thought about doing one, and I thought it would be easy to do like banter in between the bowling.
No, you guys secretly hate each other because you want to win.
Yeah. Well, it's a very open hostility kept breaking out. It's the same whenever I play. I've done a couple where I've tried to play chess with people and do a podcast, and it's just me being silent for 2 minutes and then going, "Fuck you, you're a dumb bitch." I'm a bitch. It's not a nice part. It's not
Well,
a
that's
nice
like we play this game at the creek all the time called Munchkins,
Oh, yeah.
and people have joked about like, "This is so entertaining. You should do it as a podcast." And I go, "No, I don't want video of me at my absolute cuntiest when I'm like losing to my friends who I dearly love, and I'm saying the meanest shit in the world to them."
It's just trying to break their concentration.
Yeah,
Do your munching games get that intense? Y'all
bro,
start
he
arguing?
broke Pete. It was so fucking funny. Because Pete was trying to read the card and like figure out what he was going to do in the moment, and LeMaire's just yapping in his ear.
No, I told him what he was going to do, and he still had to read all the cards to make sure.
But no,
he
you
was like,
did it in an annoying way, and Pete's energy was like, "Let me do it." LeMaire wasn't wrong, but he like just Pete wanted to do it himself, and then like Pete was snapping at him, and then LeMaire got more mad, and then he like broke Pete, and he just had a full blown spaz.
You drove the man to insanity.
The spaz is funny.
Yeah. Oh, dude, because I've been the
This was
spazzy.
yesterday?
No, yesterday was fun.
Yesterday, no, it was Thursday.
Okay.
Or Wednesday. Yeah.
No, I think it was Thursday.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter though. But yeah, I've been the spazzy many a time. It's not fun. You feel attacked and you're like, my friends have turned on me. But when you're getting to watch the spaz, you're like, this is entertaining.
Yeah.
And then later in the fucking, I didn't even realize it was happening. And then later I see Dave standing over Chris and he's like genuinely threatening him. I was like, this game brings out the fucking worst in us.
Which Chris?
The
Chris.
bartender.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he played with y'all also.
Yeah, he's chaos.
I thought it was just you. I thought the only people that worked there that were playing was Clay and Dave.
Yeah.
Well, Chris goes in just to like fuck Dave over.
You know what? I did hear this
Yeah.
now. I remember now.
He doesn't like fully know how the game works 100%.
Yeah. You checking out our stew?
It's so much stuff.
Yeah.
Does anyone else do a podcast here? Or it's just you guys.
This
This
is
is
a
all
bunch
our
of other
stuff.
people.
Well, this stuff is the only thing that you see here that's off camera. That's ours. Is put Bay up here.
Yeah.
So it's our butt pipe.
Yes, I turned her around earlier. I found it enticing.
I was
and
trying to
distracting.
be
Did
nice.
you actually turn her around?
Yeah, it was too much. I'm a horny guy.
Yeah, I was trying to keep it nice for James.
That's fair. That's
Look at this
fair.
woman nibbling on her underpants.
That's
the
just the
mascot.
classic,
That's the
though.
logo.
Yeah.
But what do you
pretty
think about
so
this? What do you
beautiful.
think this is, though?
I think it's both a jug and two faces, but more importantly, it's knickers. Which is what we call underpants.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what?
It's what we call underpants in Australia.
I don't know, dude. I only see a vase with panties on it. I think you're gay for seeing the guys.
He never said guys.
No, it's two.
That's what he said.
No,
he
I
did.
did. No, I
He
did.
said faces.
He said guys.
Oh, I definitely thought they were both men. Certainly the one on the
No, they're ladies. They're ladies.
they're
And
ladies.
I think you're gay for
Just
seeing two
bald
ladies. I
ladies?
only see a vase with panties
Why
on
would
it.
I be gay for seeing ladies though?
I don't know.
How
They're
could
kissing.
how could it be though?
That's
Because the
cool
back
gay.
of the
It's cool
thong,
gay.
the back of the thong's hanging out the side. So how could it be around a vase?
I think that's pussy lips.
Oh,
I think that's
interesting.
pussy lips.
You think the vase has a pussy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pussy lip. We're getting a nice show.
It's draped on the vase.
That's a diagonal vagina. That's very rare. Not impossible.
It's two ladies mid-scissor sharing a panties.
Yeah.
I think it can be whatever you want.
It's a
it
great
to
shirt. It's art.
It's art, and it's at rawpod.com.
Actually, I put the pre-order link in the damn
Get that
description.
merch.
Please.
Thank you.
We're
They're very-
ruined. We spent $1,000 on this live show and we're ruined.
We're real
$1,000 on the live
It
show.
ruined us.
all on whiteboards. They were the most expensive whiteboards we've ever bought.
They were smart boards. We can Iron Man them.
I made sure, shout out to the big boys. It is big boy friendly. I made sure of that, and this is super comfy, and it feels like it's got some extra, and it feels like it's not going to fuck me over after the wash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're currently in the Unks cut.
The Unks cut is kind of perfect.
Is it comfy?
Mine feels a little. Maybe I'm getting fatter than I realize. You guys have so much more room in your sleeves than I do.
Oh, because when you're big, they give you extra sleeve room.
I didn't even realize that.
Oh, once you get past large,
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
don't
even know
need it.
that.
They gave us your sleeve room.
I'm wearing this at the ship tonight. I called it.
Oh, I'm gonna do it too.
God damn it. Oh, you're gonna go before me.
I mean, you could.
Which one are you doing? Are you doing the
I think
Mag-
Matt
tonight?
Yeah,
Oh, the Matt one?
Matt
Yeah.
got you.
Man, yeah, nothing.
Oh man, I saw a cool story. I think I saw actually.
India v Pakistan.
Oh, sorry.
No.
You reminded me of a thing I also had.
Go ahead, Andy.
Remember I told you...
Go ahead, Andy. I had nothing to say.
That's why I stopped to let you go.
No, guy, you got it.
You had a cool story.
Okay, mine's quick. So remember yours.
That's gone.
What?
It's gone.
You've ruined it forever.
Fuck.
gone.
All right. Mine's not even that good. No, I told you I go, so everyone knows I go to Slut Gym. It's a...
I didn't know that.
It's a... James,
No, you
I
go
go to
to-
Slut Gym.
You go to the influencer.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
big
Oh, okay.
influencer gym. There's a lot of ladies with their boobs pushed up, wearing purple hair, and they have like wide angle lenses pointed at their assholes. And I finally saw,
It's a great pop on the.
but no, we were talking about. I finally saw that morgue pie lady.
You
Oh,
seen her?
she was actually there.
I saw her actually in
Who's
person.
morgue pie?
She's a porn star.
Pat.
Somebody, Andy was talking
You don't
about
have to bring
this,
her up on
and we
screen,
got
though.
a comment that was like, it's crazy that Andy goes to More Pies Gym. She's like a huge popular porn lady. And yeah, this lady, I guess. So you
Yeah.
saw her in
She's a
person?
beautiful young woman.
She is revolutionary on showing her tits on Twitch.
Yeah.
because you can't actually show your tits.
Well,
So
she
they
found
all,
new exciting ways to do it.
yeah, they always figure out the new workarounds. Where if you see that one where it's kind of like a pink hue.
Yes.
She just stands shirtless with the camera right above her nipples. Just
She-
strategically,
She's the Lenny Bruce of showing your tits.
basically.
I
Yeah,
remember.
Bill
I
Hicks.
remember reading one about. Yeah, I remember. There was one about like ladies with that. They had that microphone that was 2 ears, and they'd nibble on the ears on Twitch.
Oh, I
That
saw
was-
that one.
We had an error. That was Andy had an error for that.
I caught myself enjoying that.
Well, I understand.
Yeah, because I was like, I remember I pulled it up on Twitch and I go, "What the hell is this bullshit?" And next thing I realized, I watched it for 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and I didn't even realize I was doing it. And I was like, "Oh shit!" Because I'm a fan of a little ear nibble. Like
you
a little
love
nibble.
being nibbled.
Ain't
on.
nothing
like-
wrong with the ear nipple, Nate.
I like people.
But it's like nibbles, ear nibbles. You just want
Little
to be
nibble.
cute.
I just want to be touched lightly all over.
It's all nibbles and nipples with you.
You gotta come in stronger than that.
I mean, we just have
Gotta
so.
give him the freezer.
It's the freezer to shut people up.
It's the Bob bandana. We steal from other podcasts. That's our other thing.
That's all we do is steal from other podcasts. Oh, at the live podcast, we did Story Wars. No.
I'm glad you're finally coming around.
We didn't do Story Wars. We
did
just
the
had
newlywed game.
whiteboards.
Yeah.
I know.
We did a game called Know Your Bro,
Okay.
and then we got whiteboards for it. And Nate said, "This is ripping off Story Wars," and I go, "Story Wars doesn't own whiteboards."
Also, as far as I can tell, Story Wars is just ripping off like a British panel show. Which is
Yeah.
great.
What was it called?
Would I
9
lie
out
to
of
you?
10 cats.
Or 9 out of 10 cats? Just- yeah.
Okay.
Is that really the name of it?
9 out of 10 cats?
Don't a lot of those British shows have like wacky
8 out of
names?
10 cats. 8 out of 10 cats.
There's
That's,
like
that's
one,
not that one. I was just naming a weird
All right.
name.
isn't
I think
there
it's
another
one
one
of
just called like Never Mind the Buzzcocks?
That's their music one.
Oh, okay.
And there's
That was,
QI, which is their sort of gay one about books. And but they have. I think this is why the British haven't had podcasts in the same way. They had panel shows out there. They got like 75 panel shows.
You know, I love the Big Fat Quiz of the Year.
Oh yeah, I
that?
have
What
very
is
much
that?
enjoyed the Big
It's
Fat
a great
Quiz of the
show.
Year.
Every year, the British people, they get 2 Americans and then 6 British people you can't understand, and they put them together and have them do a quiz of what happened in the last year.
And it's great. They do it every year.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Carr's been doing it for 15 years. And if you watch them all in sequence, you can just slowly watch him turn into a wax statue. He's looking. I don't know if you've seen Jimmy recently, but it's
seen
time to
pictures.
stop.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. It looks.
It's kind of Madame Tussauds Jimmy Carr now.
Yeah.
Not
Not
Carr.
Jimmy Dore.
That's so
Carr-
funny, Jimmy Carr door. No.
Come on, that's not the same man. He's had a chin inserted.
Yeah.
You remember Bonk? He used to do that show
No.
on like a.
Bunk.
It was a.
Not that bad.
No,
It's
he looks
not the
great,
same guy.
but he's
Not the same
definitely-
guy. It could be a lot worse.
He's trying to turn himself into the Chad meme.
Yeah.
Giga-
He got John Hammed.
yeah, he's Giga
yeah,
Jimmy.
way
Yeah.
different guy though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he sings for the Killers.
Yeah,
Somebody told me that.
this guy definitely did all the shit. Everything everybody's saying, he's did it.
Excuse me.
Your hair pouch.
No, not again.
Other side.
Oh, I thought you were saying he actually got something. You're just saying he looks like a guilty man.
Yeah. He just looks guilty.
I just thought that would be funny if they like arrested a pedophile and they had him up on the stand. And they were like, "Look at him, Your Honor! Look at him, big greasy Peter."
Just look. You know he loves it.
You can tell. I mean,
George just not.
there's a pedo look.
There's a look.
There's a. Although then I thought like maybe that's just the look of dumb people and they get caught and the sophisticated pedophiles get away with it.
What does a pedophile even look like?
Yeah, actually, this room is going
Wait,
crazy. Strong 5 for 5 pedo energy.
Look to your left, look to your right. You just looked at two pedophiles.
Yeah. What if they bug bombed this room? We'd be dead.
Bug bomb?
Bug bomb.
Wait,
What's the-
Just
what's the
pedophiles.
correlation?
Yeah, pedophiles are bugs.
This is like the YouTubers who go out and they catch people at Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fucking hit him with a Masvidal flying knee.
Man, I hate that though.
Please, I just want to shop at Walmart. I don't know who you are. I thought she was a big girl.
It's either a Chinese guy, an Indian guy, or like a Down syndrome black guy.
Yeah.
Those are like the top 3.
How often is it? I don't really watch To Catch a President. How often is it black people?
It's pretty often like stupid black guys. Like there's some
Really?
on YouTube, yeah.
Well, a lot of times with the Sting stuff, when they're like messaging them, half the time they are finding people who are like kind of retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to work door-to-door sales and people would out themselves with surprising regularity. You're not working with the best people.
Hello,
Dude,
I'm a
I just-
pedophile.
It would really be like, dude, check this out. She's 14, but she's good. Hey, look at her. She looks nice.
Dude, I had
People
a,
showing you like their phone, like look
Yeah,
at that.
it's like
when I used to when I used to work warehouses, there was like you'd see the same truck drivers, so I would like get to know them. So I'd like unload their truck, then we'd talk for a minute, and there was this one dude I was talking to. And he pulls out my phone. He pulls out his phone and he starts showing me this shit. Pulls out your phone. Yeah. And he opens it up. He's like, "I caught you."
It's 40 a slip.
He pulled out his phone and he showed me a bunch of pictures. And he's like, "Yeah, dude, I'm talking to this chick from Thailand." And he's like, I send her a bunch of money. She's gonna come over here. And I just looked at his phone and it was all clearly a bunch of like pictures stolen from someone else's page.
Yeah.
And I go, "Hey man, you're not gonna want to hear this. An Indian guy's stealing all your money."
And what
He's
happened?
like,
What did he do?
He looked at me in like disbelief, and he was kind of pushing back on me, but you could tell it was slowly making sense to him.
Yeah.
No, I got a buddy who fell on
Just keep
hard
calling
times.
boobs Bobs.
He's like, "I don't know. My name's Bob."
AI is going to make that much harder to detect. 'Cause You
Yeah.
could ask, hold up a newspaper, and they'll be
Yeah.
able to do it.
Yeah.
I just watched a video. Apparently,
Holding up a newspaper used to be my go-to. All right.
wait, what's that?
Holding up a newspaper. used to be my
No,
go-to.
that was a good one. That was a good one.
I said, I got a friend who did this.
He's gonna look at you.
I'm
though.
not proud of what he did, but he started up a profile for a prostitute on like a Craigslist type thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
And with a lot of fake pictures. He was a big guy. And he would ask to be like Venmo'd the cab money to get to there for the sex. And then he would just take the cab money and never show up.
Genius.
He was a mover.
He
Isn't
might
that
have been
what happened
saving
to-
people from like a bigger financial problem. You send the cab money, you strike out, and you're like, "Fuck, I can't even risk it again."
No, truly,
He's
he
going
was
to whack off.
a Robin Hood.
Oh yeah, I've heard
Can you
that.
at least give me a fake Dropbox full of nudes?
Just got to hit the Google, start screenshotting. But
I saw a thing with apparently people do that with wrestlers. I was watching Seth Rollins talk about that, where there's this clip of Seth Rollins where he gets absolutely fucking football tackled by this dude when he's like, after he like finishes the match and he's going back, and this dude just fucking tackles the shit out of him. Well, apparently he found out later through like people posted on Twitter that this guy was getting scammed by someone who was saying he was Seth Rollins, and he was like, "My mother's sick in the hospital. I need you to send me Walmart gift cards." And they get scammed that way. And apparently,
Wait, the guy actually believed Seth Rollins was?
yeah, because he wasn't completely like right in the head, so he thought Seth Rollins was messaging him a bunch and like fucking with him. So when Raw came to Brooklyn, he was like, "All right, I'm gonna get my payback.
I'm gonna get my lick."
Yeah, I'm gonna get my lick. So he saw Seth Rollins jump the barrier and just fucking speared the shit
He
out
had
of
the
him.
wherewithal to plan an attack, but couldn't figure out that it wasn't. He never clicked the profile one time.
I don't think he planned an attack. I think he just happened to be at Monday Night Raw. I was like, "There that motherfucker go!"
But that's crazy to just not click his profile. It's just be messaging back with fake.
People don't have the skills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He thought a wrestler needed money from him.
Dude, it's apparent. For real, it's apparent. He was saying in the clip I was watching, it's like a common thing where he said his wife, Becky Lynch, they found out. Actually, this one dude said he came to the show with a bag's worth of all the like gift cards he sent to people.
Yeah.
Because he would buy a gift card, scratch it off, and send them the number. And he's like, just showing them the evidence, like a whole bag. He's like, "This is how much I got scammed."
Damn. The guy that tackled Seth?
No, it was like a different guy.
Oh, okay.
That just like said Becky Lynch was messaging him every day, being like, "I need Target gift cards to help my moms."
Whose fault is that?
Target.
They should stop selling gift cards like that.
Why are we having gift cards?
Yeah.
Let's get rid of gift cards. It's all it's one of my least favorite things is when companies have their own currency.
And then if you get the Visa gift card, there's like a $4 activation fee.
There's an activation fee, and then you're never going to spend the last $1.50. And
No.
they just keep that
No.
on their thing.
And everyone,
It's all a rot.
everyone feels like an asshole for just
Subway
handing
dollars.
someone money. Subway
Load your
dollars.
money up onto the Subway card and use Subway. Subway shouldn't have its own fiat currency. I hate you go to the video game arcade. Used to be you put $1 in.
Dude,
I like.
Do you know
gift
how
cards.
many tokens I haven't used at Blazer Tag? I've got a huge collection of now tokens. I have to go all the way back there.
Go back.
I will be going back.
Run the
but I
course
should
again,
be
dude.
able to transfer the tokens back into money.
yes.
It should be redeemable for actual cash.
Gift cards were the first crypto, you know? It was like,
Yes.
it was kind of like the first crypto. You can hide your money. You can send it over to Indian guys.
Airline points.
Airline points.
Miles. They go, you got 40,000 miles. That doesn't get you 40,000 miles in the sky.
Calling it miles.
It should be a
is
one.
horseshit.
Calling it miles was a rude shock when I found out. We just call them points in Australia. Here I was like, oh my. I fly to Minneapolis once and I can do a round the world trip with 80,000 miles. No, you can. It gets you nowhere. You can buy the worst headphones in their online store. Or next time you come on, we'll give you a free sample.
Or an hour of internet.
Hour of internet's kind of nice.
Make that free. Why isn't that free?
Why isn't the internet free?
On a plane.
On an
Incorporate
airplane,
that
dude.
into the. Everybody wants the internet.
Yes.
You guys sound like the old Louis joke. You know the one where he's talking about some dude being pissed off about there being no Wi-Fi on the plane.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like you're in the sky. Calm down.
But you can do it in the sky. It should be easier in the sky.
Here's my counter argument to the Louis point. How bad do these airlines have to be to poison flying?
Dude,
What do you
how-
mean to poison it?
They've poisoned
like-
it, James.
Yeah. Flying is so beautiful and so
Hey.
unpleasant. How bad are these companies? They take your shoes off because one time one guy put a bomb in his shoe. Now the whole country, that's the terrorists winning.
That's what I realized
Mind
about.
taking off my shoes.
You're a pervert.
You
and you're
also
looking at
love
everybody's
getting-
feet.
No,
You also
I
love when
don't
TSA
love
yoinks
TSA.
you.
Yeah.
You
You're hoping
guys
that
bring it up so much
You
that
get
I
that
think
big,
you guys
beautiful
are
heat
jealous
map
that
from-
TSA.
No, you bring
I
up
think-
shit all the
I
time.
think you're jealous that TSA doesn't yoink you. You guys wish you were getting yoinked.
It's actually a
all have
masterful flip. We're actually
big,
jealous
beautiful
we don't get
TSA
tugged.
penis.
You guys wish you lived my life. I'm just like, I got a nice business trip to do.
Dude, you
Get
know
my
it.
dick slapped around a little bit.
Pleasure.
You know when Nate's getting patted down, his tootsies are just going. He's like, you want to touch these, Asian man?
But yeah, flying is kind of tainted.
Dude, I'll put my phone in a Yonder bag if they just give me a regular size seat.
That's it. Why are the seats all? They fucking
Well,
make
that's
them
what
like this.
Well, that's what I realized when
you guys
I
are fat.
accidentally.
Don't
Not-
forget that you guys are fat.
Not. I mean,
Yeah, that's why I want more room.
But it's not
They need
regular
modern
size. You should have
planes
said like
for
extra,
modern
like a
bodies.
bigger. Calling it regular
I don't
size.
know, dude. If I like.
Yo, I don't say
Regular
I don't
is a
know.
stretch,
Looking down
but-
with your
No, I'm saying like if I was at a more manageable, if I was not a fat guy, I'd still
You're
be fucking
still a big
huge
guy.
in that
what the
chair.
hell are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
I like
This
it.
isn't
like
my
what you guys
fault.
are doing.
Nate, pull your head out of your ass.
We're people
We all
too.
doing it?
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
You're doing great.
I win. I'm the hairiest. Most man.
Oh, if we're pulling the backs out though, I'm winning that.
Yeah, I'll lose that.
No.
Let's do crack for crack. I could.
I think I wouldn't. I wouldn't hairy crack.
I'm not hairy at all. I'm not that hairy.
It's crazy. You don't have any arm hair
I have a little bit.
or leg hair.
I'm very hairy, but like my arms and legs are blonde, so you don't see it.
That's a
There's
white
a-
people trick I've learned.
There's a lot. What are you talking
I
about?
learned that from my girl.
You know too many Italians to think that.
Well, no, the blonde though. Like if you have like light color
Italians,
hair, you can just get away. Not like I've noticed white ladies.
So funny to call it a trick.
Kids, because you don't see it from
I
far
dye my
away.
hair at
Yeah.
night.
Like if like a black woman is like really hairy, her hair, especially if she's not like dark skin, if she's
Yeah.
like my skin complexion, you'll see
Yeah.
she's got hairy
So
arms. but
Mediterranean women and Jewish women, the moustache comes in.
yeah,
Wow,
quickly.
lightning fast. Doesn't need a lot of hair.
Quickly, and that's another thing I noticed. White ladies will have like a little bit more mustache than
Yeah.
you would think they would have.
Yeah.
But it's like you get close and you're like, oh shit, you got a little bit mustache. But
From afar. You
from
can't
afar, honestly, from like where I am to Andy, I wouldn't be able to see. But like you get closer and you're like, oh, shit.
You know what? I had
The
that one
whiskers.
time hitting back shots.
tell. Okay.
hairy butt,
Not like crazy, but you lean in, you're like, a little bit of hair down there.
a little bit of hair on the butt,
A little bit of hair on the butt.
fuzzy butt.
Fuzzy butt. Oh, baby girl, you got a little fuzzy butt.
Fuzz is important. People should have. Women should be allowed to have lots of hair.
I don't agree.
I'm going
They should be
back
allowed to have it, but I'm not going to be hype on it.
Are you an armpit man, James?
It doesn't
armpit
get me
hair.
off, but I have been with women who've had it, and I
yeah.
only find it a little distracting.
I hate it.
Genuinely wasn't my favorite. And
Yeah.
was actually a big ongoing argument in a relationship.
She was trying to hit you with that. Yeah, I'm a feminist. Like not like I'm a feminist, but like I'm a lady. It's my body. I can blah blah blah.
Yeah, but it's she started wearing like man's deodorant. She's like, I like the way that smells. It's like, yeah, you're supposed to because I'm wearing it. It's not like you put on a smell you enjoy to walk around. Otherwise, I'd be wearing like Febreze and having beautiful flowers smell all the time. We're meant to be something for each other. We're opposite parts coming together.
I sniffed a lady the other day. She smelled sweet. I was like, I gotta get that stuff.
Yeah,
You sniffed a lady?
Huh?
yeah.
Well, now, did you hug her
breezed
and
past
smell
that.
her, or
I
did you
breezed
just-
past that.
Get a little.
You know, just
Ain't nothing wrong with sniffing a
Just a
lady.
little sniff.
Ain't
Just a
nothing
little-
wrong with sniffing a
Just a
lady.
little quick.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't help but smell a lady.
Walk behind your close female friend, you grab a handful
Right.
of hair, take a big whiff and go.
I mean, if you're just sandwiching your face into a chair she's recently vacated, that's a problem. But I don't think you were doing that.
Shout out Fair Abraham.
I think men who do
It's
that
so
aren't.
it's so funny too to take a handful of their hair and they're like, "What the hell?" And you're like, "I'm taken. This isn't weird."
No, I'm saying you're beautiful and perfect. That's why I had to-
I hit a Bill Cosby. I was walking away.
Did Bill Cosby do that?
That thing when he was like, oh, when he was, you never seen it when he's like walking. It's like right after his trial, they're like walking out. He just hits a for no reason. It's like his body just short circuited on him.
Genuinely,
It's pretty
genuinely.
funny.
Dude, I do occasionally, especially when my hair gets long and luscious, I do occasionally like to borrow Steph's shampoo
Yeah.
because I already got some. I already got some lady hair,
Call it your hair long and luscious is.
bro.
Is this it?
Yeah, it comes. This is how I,
I
sniff
thought it
girls'
was-
hair.
Wait, is it this angle?
It's coming,
I
yeah.
don't think this is it.
I
Does
think
he
they
steal
flipped
a
it
That
around.
was him saying, "Hey, hey."
He's
hey.
walking the
Oh,
other
he just
direction.
said, hey, hey, hey.
Yeah,
God
yeah.
damn it.
Yeah, no, that's
damn
not
it.
it. He's walking the other direction. when he,
I want to say, with one huge exception
Yeah.
of the rapes.
I think it's there.
He's
Yeah,
the
it's
man.
there.
He's the man.
He's the man, dude.
No, he's the. I watched. I
As a
was
comedy
talking about this-
weapon, unbelievable.
I was talking about this a few months ago.
49?
49. His special 49 is amazing.
There it goes.
Why is he doing that?
Because he can.
That's
Because
how
he's
I
got
was
all
sniffing.
Rules. He's like, I know I'm getting off. Dumbass.
I started out as a child.
Stalling out in the bedroom. Throw some gas back in the tank. Get that thing hard again.
Get some gas in that dang tank. Bro,
Yeah, put
do you
some-
not have
I
enough
need-
gas
It
in the
Sounds like
tank?
you don't got enough gas.
I
in the
need some
tank.
gas in my tank.
We got something
guys.
for you, dude. If you don't have enough gas in your tank, Hims provides men with access to affordable sexual health treatments without
Really?
having to step foot in a doctor's office. You hate doctor's
I
office.
hate doctors.
You don't
Yeah.
even have health insurance.
I have health insurance.
But if you didn't, just fill out an intake form online and a medical provider will determine the right treatment options. It's ridiculously easy.
How easy is it, Andy?
Nate,
Is it as easy as you read?
no, it's as easy as I read and interweaved in and out of sounding natural as hell.
There's no insurance needed, and one price covers the whole thing. From treatments to ongoing care, it's time to get that confidence back and be good in the bed. Be a God in the
Be a
bedroom.
God. All respect to our Lord and Savior.
I'm not gonna lie. I gave something like this a shot. I was telling you guys.
Yeah.
I gave this a shot.
Dude,
Yeah.
I
It's
haven't
not. It's so crazy how your dick feels.
I haven't partake, but I think I definitely might check out this Hims. This sounds good, dude.
Start your free online visit today at hims.com/panties. That's HIMS.com/panties for your personalized ED treatment options.
Hims.com/panties. The featured products included compounded products which are not approved nor verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality by the FDA.
But who gives a shit about
No,
that?
wait,
You wanna fuck
prescription
real
required.
good.
See website for details, restriction, and important safety information. Prices vary based on product and subscription plan. Wait, what was that? What'd you say?
Oh, I was just saying, who kind of gives a shit about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better. It's definitely better than Rhino pills.
Yeah.
It's better than that gas station bullshit.
No man's laws are above the Lord.
Yeah.
Hims has been around for a long time. Nobody's died yet.
That's it. That's right. Hims.com/panties.
I think.
Start your free online Hims visit today. Hims.com/panties. All right, guys. Now let's get back to the episode with James.
He had so many good records. That Spanish Fly record is obviously
Evidence.
the best bit of it is evidence that he was drugging.
Bro,
women.
what's the clip from the show they always put up where he's like, when you eat my barbecue
You're
sauce?
gonna love my sauce.
Yeah. And you're just like, you watch that and you're like, oh, he did it.
No, they just slowed it down. They tricked us. It was AI slowed down.
I don't know. Normal speed is also would be weird.
I've got to. I
really
hope
gotta
I'm never
start-
on trial, but if I ever am, I'm hitting that.
Oh, dude, if I ever have to walk up to a podium to apologize, I'm hitting one of those on the way up.
Yeah, I don't mean. What the hell?
Oh, we're in, plugs real quick.
Yeah.
Let's do some plugs.
Hello.
I can do it.
The shirts we're all wearing today had a nice button up before this, but we were blessed. We were blessed with early copies of our T-shirts.
I had another black
Oh,
T-shirt.
man, you got a great
Shout out,
website.
Raw Paul. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
It used
link
to
for
be
the
my
pre-order
job.
on the shirts down
Oh,
below.
you're doing Coastal Creative,
Yes. On
In,
May
uh,
9th and May 10th.
the gayest part of America.
St. Pete.
I love it.
St. Pete's gay as hell.
Yeah. Why are you shaking your head? It's a notoriously gay.
Oh, Pat's from St. Pete. That's where the pedophiles are.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not even saying
No,
it's
wait.
bad. It's like
Downtown Central Avenue, there are gay bars and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and it's gotten a
it's
bit
the largest
gentrified since I
collection
left.
of homosexuals I've ever seen anywhere.
I've seen way more.
Gay bookstores, gay clothing stores, gay. If you're a gay person, that's
Yeah, the
uncomfortable.
whole.
When's
yeah.
the last time you've been back, Pat?
It's been
And it's
probably.
been-
I thought you were about to do it too.
I like how I'm the gay one.
I love it.
Pat just starts singing to distract us.
I thought it was beautiful, but
It was yeah, it's a beautiful area, but like it's been a long time. They really started to gentrify downtown St. Pete and stuff like that. The only thing they wouldn't refurbish was Tropicana Field. Everything else they did.
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely got
That
rich
needs a
and gay
refurb.
as hell.
And Pete's or Pat, Pat's coming to
St. Pat
Pete.
will be there.
Yeah, St. Pat. We're going to be in the Coastal Creative having a damn hoot.
Hell yeah.
A real gay time.
We'll be checking out every bar.
Then
Last time I was here, I
Small
didn't
Time
get to
Comedy
see a
Heist number
dolphin.
2, May 27th.
That's hilarious.
It's
Yeah.
great. You writing your own copy?
Yeah, I like because I think it's funny. I don't know, just for posterity.
Last time I was here, we didn't get to see a dolphin. This time, I'm definitely going to see a dolphin.
I got news for you, buddy. You ain't gonna see no dolphin.
I'm going to see a dolphin. If I'm
I
going
don't
to see
think
a
you're
dolphin,
gonna
it's
wake up
be a
early
Saturday.
enough to hit the beach to see a
You
dolphin.
don't got to wake up.
Is that an
early
early
to see a
morning
dolphin.
thing?
I think to get eyes on them.
JDF
To like
McCann.
see them, like if you're gonna go to the beach, they can be out there, but you're not gonna see them off in the.
I feel like dolphins sleep late.
We were talking about dolphins on Bad Machine.
Were we?
Yeah, was it last week or this week?
I can't remember to be honest. Oh, was it dolphin
yeah,
race?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because dolphins are rapists.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
always the MO, right?
Yeah.
Portland, Seattle, Columbus,
Omaha.
Cincinnati, Omaha, Des Moines, Atlanta. We'll see how that one goes. Ray Lee, Philadelphia,
Raleigh.
I'll be in
And
Philly.
Pittsburgh.
I'll be in Philly. Philly will be
and
sick.
Nate will be in Philly, and
What
we're
the
gonna.
hell?
I think we're
Can
gonna
I come to
film that.
Omaha?
Yes. Right, if you want.
You love Omaha.
I do love Omaha.
Genuinely don't think I've sold very many tickets in Omaha, so it might not be a huge cash bonus for opening that one.
Do that Omaha LeMaire bump.
Dude, I
They
just like
love
hanging
them,
out.
man.
I just want to hang out
I'm just
in
looking
Omaha.
forward to having 18 people in a 300-seat Iowa Iowa Comedy Club on a Wednesday, on a cold Wednesday in Iowa.
That's how all the greats start.
This is
That's what-
genuinely the jump to having to sell tickets is monstrous.
Dude, I can't even imagine. I've talking to some of my friends. Oh wait, still doing plugs. I'm gonna be in June and July. I'm gonna be doing shows with Mike Eaton and Robbie Bernstein.
Oh, yeah.
I'll post dates and links on my Twitter when it gets closer to that.
Pouch toe.
Yeah, porch tour at Robbie Bernstein. It's a fun fucking time. You can sit on a porch and get fucked up with me and Robbie.
Oh, one last. Optimal Noctis is
May 6th.
yes the next Tuesday, right?
Next Tuesday.
Yeah, next Tuesday. You know, what I was thinking too. That's sick about the timing of the lives, because the lives we're gonna start doing the lives the last Sunday of every month. There will be times where the last Sunday and the first Tuesday are back to back. So if you plan like an Austin week, you get
That'd
down
be
here
sick.
Friday.
Yes.
You can go hit the ship, the creek, wherever, Sunset, wherever you want to go during the week. See us on Sunday. Come see us, again,
See
all
us,
of us.
Kill
on-
Tony on Monday. Come with us on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Come on.
you could plan a fire little.
That's
comedy
actually kind of
trip.
cool about Austin. If you hit the right week, the fucking Sunday to Tuesday run is actually a dope run.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but no, I was thinking about that because a bunch of my friends who've been headlining, they'll talk about not being able to sell tickets, and I'm just sitting there not headlining, not listening to them. And then we did the Panties live, and I was like, no one's fucking coming to this shit.
The stress is crazy.
It hovers, or I didn't realize, I forgot that it like hovers around you for like a day or two beforehand for just that. So I can't imagine having a whole.
Oh, try showing up and there's 15 people in the crowd.
Personally, dude,
That's even worse.
I don't ask for ticket sales. I just like, all right, whatever.
I do when I get there, but I don't beforehand.
I just let it go. I just like wait.
Now, when we did the only one that went I think the one we did when we went to North Carolina, Raleigh was like packed out both
Yeah.
shows. That one was fire. Here, I didn't expect to be good because we were like 4 or 5 months into Noctis, and I was
Yeah.
like, people who are dying to see me
Yeah.
have seen me
Yeah.
and seen other people they
Yeah.
care to see. So that one was fun as hell, but it wasn't a lot of people there. It was like 20 or like 30 or something like that, but maybe like 25.
Nate, you don't know this, but 20 to 30 people means you're like the top 50% selling
That's a big
comedian
show
in the
that
world.
night. That's a
like,
big show.
no lie.
That is, I get that, but it's still, you just want more, but anyway.
Yeah.
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 Well, I'm going to
But thank you for everybody who ever
it
come.
does exist. Tuesdays at the Velveeta Room. Thank you both for doing it last time, but I think
Thank
we're
you.
going to turn this bombing night into a regular.
Regular show?
I think it should be. I don't want to do it every week.
I like the new.
I don't want to be there every week, but I would like it to run every week of like just a Tuesday. Everyone's going to bomb. Good people are dropping in, but we'll all suck.
Some of the ladies who were at your show or at our show were at your show that week.
Yeah.
We're building a core
Yeah.
There are some funny. There was one woman with a hat that said like "slut Pilates." She was a great audience member.
Damn, she should have been at the panties line.
Right?
I think she's gettable.
Brought her on stage.
Huge nails. It was a camo hat.
Was it Lily?
Yeah.
It said slut. No, but Lily did jump up, and Lily was great. She was really. When she gets angry.
She just does Pilates.
That's her funniest. It's funny when people have like a thing that they can do
I don't
in real
think
life. It's
anybody-
super funny.
Okay.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
going. I'm not going.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know what I mean? Like, people are like, I thought about like Fuzzy for a long time.
Yeah.
He was so kindly and happy in person, and then on stage he was like, and doing his jokes, and now he's like light and bubbly. It's like you got a big part of you that you can like add into your clown. I hate talking in the lingo.
Clown.
You got to build a big clown, you know. But it's nice when people like something that's so funny about them and they start doing it on stage.
Start
It's
building a
like
clown.
you found a new weapon.
Yeah.
You don't need that many weapons, but you need like 2 weapons. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you need a primary and a secondary, brother.
Yeah.
Pistol and a rifle.
Yeah, dude.
I go up there with water guns.
Yeah. I'm going with swords.
2 swords. The left and the right.
I'm a fat guy. We know.
Oh man.
I want to go up with a double-sided lightsaber and not know how to handle it, and then accidentally
yourself.
cut my leg.
I've seen you do it. I've seen you go up double-sided lightsaber, cut your leg.
Yeah, they have the higher ground.
I was
See,
watching that
you know
before
what?
everybody came in.
Where?
It's
Oh,
so cool. It
episode
doesn't make
3?
any sense. Yeah, I was just watching that.
Dude, that's
Then
why
you are lost.
You don't know.
I saw this video that's kind of stuck in my head. It was this. I think I saved it or sent it to myself. It was this dude. He was just breaking down the right way to introduce like kids in the Star Wars now.
Yeah.
And he did say a thing that I thought was kind of fire. He was like, start kids on Clone Wars because it's the only way. Like, but then make sure they don't see anything else because it's the way to like. It's still prequels.
Yeah.
They still will end up liking. Like they'll still have some sort of shock when they figure out Darth Vader and the Luke and the son.
Yeah.
Like it's like he broke it down way better than that. Are you looking for the video? Yeah. I can send it to you. It was just like a YouTube short, but he
I would show them that episode of Andor where a woman was raped for some reason. I think that's the first rape in the Star Wars cinematic universe.
You got to start at episode 1. Oh, dude.
I know
There's
you're
been plenty of
speaking it
rape.
from your own age though. Like that's what I'm saying. This was about like specifically introducing a kid in a way that's like kid friendly and
No, I was joking.
No, I meant what LeMaire was saying. That was so. Hold on, Pat. I got you right now. I don't know if we need to pull it up or not. It's just a guy talking.
the
But-
Star Wars shit's still good.
No.
People are saying this is the best
I can't,
it's
dude.
ever been.
I
And I
can't-
think they were wrong every other time they've said it.
Yeah,
I remember
dude.
watching those reboots. The episode, what?
Fucking Mandalorian sucks.
I never watched it.
Does it? I never watched it.
Dude,
Episodes
it's hard.
7, 8, and 9. I was so against. I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
I'm livid.
Well, I remember I checked out of the new Star Wars because whatever the first brand new Star Wars was, I was like, this is exactly A New Hope. And then I think I tried to watch
A very new hope, indeed, an even newer hope.
Yeah, I was like, this is just a brand new hope. And then I watched another one that everyone was saying was like the greatest ever, and I got so fucking bored out of the gate. So
Yeah.
I just gave up on new Star Wars. But I like it's weird. I like Star Wars conceptually.
Yeah.
Like every time I've played Battlefront and shit like that, it's
a good time.
I'm like, this rips so hard. And
Knights of the Old Republic was great.
Best Star
yeah.
Wars game of all time.
Wow.
If they, there's a
Wow.
rumor they're gonna bring it back with like today's graphics,
Do it.
and that will be so dope.
They
There's
just
like
brought
there's one on PC. There's like a remaster on PC already.
Is it like from mods? Oh no, they did like I think a HD remaster.
Yeah.
But the rumor is like kind of like how they're doing with the new Metal
Oblivion
Gear,
just came
or
out as well.
like the Oblivion, like where they're making it look
gonna
like.
lose a lot of
I'm not
time.
really hype on Oblivion either, LeMaire, but what they did to the graphics is fire.
I hate how everyone's fake hype about Oblivion.
I don't think
like
people
everybody,
fake hype
everybody's
about
fake
Oblivion.
hype about Oblivion. What's going to happen is you're going to download it. It's going to take 140 gigabytes of space. You're going to open it up for 3 hours. You're going to be like, I didn't realize creating a character took 5 hours. And then you're going to turn it off. You're going to uninstall it, and then you're going to go back to playing fucking.
I think people are going to get into it, but I can't go back. I'm really bad at going back on dated mechanics, and that's going to feel. You got a whole
Yeah.
Skyrim and 3
That's what
Fallouts
I-
since then.
That's
got
what I
back
was
into
thinking.
Morrowind.
Which one?
You got back in
Morrowind.
Four.
a couple years
That's
ago.
four.
That's before
Three.
Oblivion.
Yeah.
It's even older.
Yeah.
I loved Morrowind.
When it came out, it was sick.
No, even now I go
Is that
back.
that's a
lot. It's a
Skyrim?
lot of doing this. It's a lot of clicking on a rat and not hitting it.
2 Skyrims ago. It's like,
Dude,
Elder Scrolls is the series. Skyrim was the name of Skyrim.
Those games are a lot of like.
That's how I play Groot in the. Or,
I'm playing.
That's how I play Groot in Marvel Rivals.
You go mouse and keyboard?
Yeah,
I'm done. Did I tell you I'm done with Marvel Rivals already?
yeah.
I mean, like I'm not done completely, but I can't get invested back into the competitive, like giving a fuck about my rank and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's just not fun for me anymore because I get angry and I catch myself being like my team is pissing me off, and then I know people are like, get with a group, and it's like, that's all hard. I play games by myself at 2 a.m.
Nate, I'll be honest. The only time I play games with a group is at 2 a.m.
Well, true. You're playing with it's a bunch of comics. Yeah, so
And
I get it.
bartenders.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody was
Yeah.
just getting home.
I'm so sleepy at 2 a.m. I love our early afternoon Fortnite sessions.
Yeah.
Those are
That's
delightful.
I'm sleepy, but I still game. I don't game like I'm not my best, but I still just that's when I get it in. But I do think I don't know. My sleep schedule's all fucked up. I'm up till 5 a.m. waking up at this was an early day for me.
You're up to 5 a.m. anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm up till 5 a.m. So that's why I was like, I'll game
Why?
Is that when you normally go to sleep?
Yeah.
like 5, 4.
Do you do the thing? Because I was doing it last night for no reason. I got back. We did the table read thing. We get back. I got back at like 1 a.m. because we played Munchkins afterwards, and then just like I was watching. Because I shout out Butterly and O'Connor. They were on Kill Tony. I was checking that out.
Yes,
and then I
yes.
just stayed up and I watched like Kill Tony comps and just stayed up till like 4 a.m. for no reason.
You got to watch it on those Kill Tony comps though, because sometimes they take things out of context and people look worse. Than they really are.
Sometimes you don't get the whole context.
Sometimes you don't know the full story.
Sometimes you hear a certain thing and you're like, wow, that was awkward. But in the broader context of the moment, you're like, it makes complete sense.
Complete sense.
He was being an ally.
Sometimes that narrow context, they were doing the funniest thing possible in the moment.
It would have felt bad as a comedian to not. Anyway, I'm not going
But
to say
wait,
that.
why do you stay up till 5?
My body just doesn't. I think what it is too is like you come home. I come home at like if I'm out and I'm up until 2 or later. I can't go home and just power down.
I'm the same way.
I go home and like even if I've tried to just lay down, put on like a sleep sound or something, and like I can just feel like my body's like nah.
But
you're
also,
not ready
to
yet.
be fair, you're off of 4 cups of espresso.
But not. I don't. But like I'm.
What is
The
your
latest I
last espresso?
usually drink is like 5.
Okay.
Dude, you know what we're going to do?
That's pretty late.
But that's not keep you up till 5 a.m. late.
Nate, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to take you to my couch guy. Because this couch I have, dude, you're not lasting 5 minutes on it.
My couch is devastatingly uncomfortable.
Do you
Yeah,
try having
brother.
a shower? Huh? Do you try having a shower?
I don't.
Do you try
having-
eating a lot
Yeah.
of cheese?
That will ruin
I did that
me.
the other night.
Warm milk.
Yeah.
Warm milk.
Warm milk's a good one. So a couple of glasses of red wine and a hot shower. And
Dude, literally. You take a hot shower. A hot shower
get a
is like
big-
a fucking.
you get a lot of Ritz crackers and
Yeah.
some hummus, and you pour the hot sauce in there, and you just go, You
I
get
don't
want
want to have a bad bitch spa day to go to bed every night.
That's not what it is.
Yeah,
It's just
no,
that's the
Nate,
cool
you get
down.
home, you set it up, get over your breakup, and then go to bed.
Cry in the mirror, get your wine.
Nah, dude, you get in the shower, then you're like showering, and you're like, you feel all the day washing off of you.
day
Then you go
washing.
sit in front of the couch to watch a little YouTube, and then you're like, I'm actually kind of tired. And you go to bed, and you're like, ooh, that was pretty fucking nice.
No, my body don't work like that. I mean, this might have been because of I did have a coffee an hour at like 7 p.m. But live podcast.
That's just nuts.
Well, because we had the live pod, and I was tired before that, and I was like, well, I
Yeah,
gotta
I'm just
get it.
freebasing methamphetamine. For some reason, I'm unable to sleep.
But I don't do it. But that's not every day.
Are you vaping?
No, I don't vape.
Weed vape.
How are you?
But, like,
nicotine?
even at night,
Wait, are
I'll-
you not having nicotine?
Nah, I almost never do
proud of
nicotine.
you.
I'll if I do
He'll do
nicotine,
like
I'll
a-
be drinking and I'll pull a.
He'll
cig.
do like a half a cig when he's blacked out, if
yeah,
that.
I
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah. No, I don't.
I've seen that.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Yeah, dude, you have scent. You're full of scent.
I'm an on man. The zins were starting to dry out the inside of my mouth, and I felt scared. So I just found one that didn't do that.
Yeah, I had to stop doing the zins. They were bothering my gums.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's good for us.
Yeah.
Can't be.
It's just like it's like speed running tobacco.
Yeah.
Speed running chewing tobacco.
Just shooting it right into your
man.
gums.
Let me get 10 milligrams of that
Ooh.
thing we don't really get that much of.
And I was like, every time you'd like, it would mix in your spit and you'd swallow that. You're like, that can't be good either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just walking around with a chemical taste in my mouth at all times.
Yeah. But then, like, every time I do it, I'd be like, well, I have to have one of these in my mouth every second of the day. Yeah. And you're like, it's the same thing.
There will come a time.
Are they owned by cigarette companies?
Yes.
Okay, because the cigarette companies just fixed their problem. They're like, oh, people don't like that they smell bad. Let's just make pouches.
Well, they probably, because I watched the whole thing on the fucking, what was it? What was the one Allie was always addicted to?
Jewel.
Jewel. Yeah, everyone's just looking for a way to do nicotine that doesn't feel bad. Because every time, like,
Amen.
that's why.
If they could inject it,
Yeah.
the patch feels like it would be too little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the problem
Have you
with
ever
the
tried the patch?
No, I would maybe try the patch.
I think if they were like, it's
Patch might
okay
go
to
hard.
smoke one cigarette a day, everybody would be like, oh.
Dude, that's why I think.
But it's impossible to smoke one cigarette a day. If
very
you're a
challenging.
cigarette smoker.
That's why we talked
agree.
about it way back in the
And
day.
it's a genius idea.
The 5-pack, bro. I can't imagine 5-packs when you're out drinking. It's that bad.
You mean like you're like, I'm going out drinking tonight, I'm gonna buy a 5-pack?
I'm about, dude. If I could get myself a 5-pack every time I go out drinking, it'd be perfect for me. I wouldn't have to be annoying and bum.
Yep.
That's technically Lucy's, though.
I was going to say, and then a policeman finds you, and
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Technically
I've seen that
Lucy's.
kill a man
I think that's the argument.
That one hurt the most.
Companies made that.
It was
Companies did that.
racism and cigarettes. Dude, what I love and hate all in one.
oh, I got a weird thing I saw.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about. I went to Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh,
It's empty. I didn't realize that this was a real thing.
did you go to the downtown?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
staying in the downtown. They built these beautiful,
Murals.
I mean, like huge 1920s Art Deco buildings, and there's like 8. It was a Saturday, and the Chick-fil-A was closed because there was
Yeah.
no one to go there.
There's no one down there.
There was like a lovely bookstore, lovely cafes, and I said, "Where are people?" And she was like, I was like, "It's the suburbs. People around the suburbs." I've never seen this before. I've never been in Philly, pumping downtown.
How much does it cost to live downtown?
In Birmingham, Alabama?
Yeah.
I can't imagine it's very expensive.
It's probably more, I don't know.
But like a Chick-fil-A
I
was
think,
like
like-
the big thing to do there.
So I've never seen a Chick-fil-A closed on a
Well,
Saturday.
that's the thing, because like you got to figure out a good downtown. Like I remember one time, me and my wife went to go see this band. They were doing a reunion, and their only show was in, it was somewhere in North Carolina. But like when we were there in the downtown, it was like a cool bumping downtown. You can't just
Where
build-
was that?
I forget what it was. Somewhere in North Carolina. That's like a popular city. in
Raleigh, Asheville.
Asheville, yeah. We were in Asheville, and it was fucking sick. Like they had a bunch of like hipster bars, all the like weird hipster food and shit. Just like the fun gentrification stuff, not the like high-rise luxury apartments. Like,
Yeah.
oh, here's actually food I would like.
Yeah.
And like a fun bar.
But I've been to downtowns that are like, like Austin
Yeah.
during the day where you go, this is not pleasant. There's 8 weird shouting homeless people. Like I know, in certain parts of Philadelphia where you go, oh, that's rough. But and I can see why people wouldn't like live there and want their. This was just empty. This was like a night. There was no crime. There was nothing wrong with it, except that people do not live there.
Yeah.
I've never seen this before. It was like I've heard of sun downtowns. This was a sun uptown. People were just not present.
Yeah.
No, I was there with Robbie one time. I remember we were like looking for a place to get coffee, and I noticed it was like we were in the heart of the city, and it was eerily vacant.
Spooky.
Yeah, it was weird.
KKK comes around tonight, dude. You don't want to be outside when the KKK comes
You're
around.
like, you're not from here. Oh wait, that's you.
Even the whites. Even the whites are like not there. So Chinese people aren't there.
There's definitely
Koreans
Chinese.
out
There's
there?
got to be
Yeah.
6 Chinese people.
I
in
didn't see
Alabama,
one
Birmingham.
Asian
Dude.
in Alabama.
I just mean in the they're
I saw
holding
2
down
Indian
2.
men.
That's still surprising.
I remember
Bro,
thinking,
you got.
whoa.
It depends on where you are.
doctors. You still need doctors
Yeah.
no matter where you're going.
When I was visiting, me and Steph were visiting her sister. She lives in Auburn, Alabama, and they were like, "We're gonna take you some."
They
great-"
left PA to go to Alabama.
It has to
Oh.
do with like her degree.
Dude, everybody in Alabama are in the college towns.
Well, Auburn's actually like a big fun
Auburn,
college town.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What's the Bama town? Is it in Tuscaloosa?
I forget what.
Sounds right.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's
just that is a
Tuscaloosa.
college town though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember reading about it.
But it was funny. She
only
was
there for the college.
She was telling. They were like, "We're gonna take you out to some Korean barbecue," and I was like, "We were driving to it," and I'm going to Steph. I'm like, "This is gonna fucking suck ass."
Yeah, there's places where like I'm gonna show you something more to get a great meal. You're like, there's no
Yeah, it
fucking
was just
way.
like, all right, we're in Alabama, and I'm like, so we're not getting barbecue. That's fucking sick. But then we go, and it was like absolutely amazing. And then we were talking to him later, and apparently like a bunch of Koreans like in the early 1900s emigrated there, and yada yada yada. So like in random
there's
parts.
Sinners.
I also think you said what?
It's Sinners.
It's sinners. Yeah.
And Andy went to the Sinners Diner.
Are you talking about the new movie?
Yeah.
I feel like actually thinking about it, Korean barbecue is probably not that hard to pull off. You just get a couple meats,
Nah,
and
it's
you
not
just
bad.
get
When
it.
it's
You just
great.
Well, I will-
buy
I-
the
When
devices.
it's great. It's
I will
different.
say, listening to all the employees, I was like, oh, they're from Korea.
Yeah.
They know what they're
Yeah.
doing.
They do ship them in. I think. I think I told y'all this before on the pod. I used to my old place in Jersey City on my block. There was a house that was just. I would see them sometimes. They would just like all pull up like after work in a van late at night. They would all get out the van. They would all be wearing K-pot T-shirts. That was like the Korean
Yeah.
barbecue there. And they would leave in the morning, but they were all just in one house. It was like they got
Yeah.
brought over here to work at that K-pot.
Well, I think it's
And, that's
how
what they were like classic Asian. Like they'd be out there looking like they don't give a fuck, ripping cigs all day.
Well, I
and
think
then
that's
just
how a lot of
load them to a van.
that's how a lot of different like ethnic groups get over here now. Where I would see it all the time in Jersey, where you'd go to like a or a Dunkin' Donuts, and it would be like. You could tell it was like a bunch of Indian people that like because it's like in Jersey you never see that many Indian people in
Doing
a
the head
non.
wobble.
That's not true.
I was about to say you see
No,
a
you-
ton.
That's not true.
You
Well,
see
wait, I
a
didn't
ton of Indian people.
No. You didn't let me finish. You-
Honestly,
Wait,
you see so many
I
Indian
live next
people in
to-
New Jersey.
You didn't let me finish.
Wait,
though.
real quick, Andy.
Well, no,
Andy, just let me say this one thing. I'm just trying to be
It's
funny.
gonna-
Just let me say it. God damn it! I was just gonna say there's so many Indian people in Jersey. There's no. If you
Yeah, but
say
you
there's
didn't-
not a lot of Indian people,
That's not what I was saying.
All right,
though.
go ahead, Andy.
You didn't let me.
Go
no.
ahead, Andy. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say your fucking thing.
Don't do that shit.
Just say your fucking thing.
But no, yeah. When I finished my statement, I was gonna say you don't see that many Indian people working at like one non-Indian type establishment.
Okay.
7-Eleven.
See how that makes sense?
It wasn't. It doesn't. For
brother,
what the
I live
thing I was
right
going to
next to
say.
Edison, New Jersey. I know how many Indian people are in New Jersey. I wasn't about to say there's no Indian people there.
I know you weren't. That was the point.
Yeah.
Bring up the
That was
census
the point,
data.
Andy. You could have just. It wasn't
You
going to be
just
that
said-
serious. It's all right, bro.
What are you
You
talking
did
about?
make him forget a story earlier by interrupting.
Yeah, and then again, it's all right, though. It's all right. It's all right. It's not a big deal.
I told you to say your story earlier.
But he forgot
But I
it.
forgot it. It's your fault. It's
Yeah,
your fault.
'cause
It's your fault that my brain
Because I
didn't
got
work that well, Andy.
excited and said, "Oh wait, I thought of a thing." Then I said, "Oh, my fault. You tell your
No,
story."
this is my. I brought a bad energy into
No.
the start
This
the
has nothing to
podcast.
do with your energy. This is what
No,
we
this has
did.
been our
No, I
friendship-
could have brought in
this
with a
has nothing to
bigger,
do with
nicer
you.
energy.
No, James,
James?
is kind of what we do.
It's been
All right.
our friendship since day one. But anyway, fake news me. Go on.
No, I have no news. I have no news.
This is a
news.
fascinating closing segment.
Well, wait till we talk about Babe of the Month.
That'll get you back. That'll actually be. I think that's gonna be a problem for James.
Babe of the Month.
James, because James fights the good fight at being a responsible, non-horny man, but he struggles.
course.
You try not to struggle, but you struggle.
I try to struggle.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You try to struggle. Yeah.
I'm in the struggle.
Because you could only. I remember you went away from the phone. You dumb phoned for a little bit, and then you couldn't get through airports quickly.
Yes. I would sit at the mothership
Good
for like
counter.
40 minutes trying to get an Uber, and the app would keep crashing on me.
Yeah, modern society won't let you do the dumb phone.
Yeah.
I've got to find a way.
Did you see
'cause
this-
It's devastating.
Did you
There's
see
a
the
nothing
story?
phone.
There's this wait real quick.
Nothing phone.
There was a story of these. I don't know if it was. I saw it on Instagram. I don't know how actual story it was, but these parents took away their kid's phone, and he ran away from a home and like died. And I think there's people trying to say that was irresponsible of the parents. You can't take away people's phones anymore.
No, that's not irresponsible.
That's what I yeah. The kids
Good
they
parenting.
weren't facing no charges, but like there was people being like, you can't do that now. They should face charges.
What,
They're the
people
reason.
who don't want kids?
People who don't have kids
People who-
probably for
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about like them taking their phone like in class and shit?
No,
Like,
they took a phone.
Well, the parents took the kid's phone. He
Like a
got so
punishment.
pissed that he left, and I think it was like in the wintertime. Maybe he froze to
And they're
death.
saying
or
you
something.
can't take.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a dickhead.
Well, it's not a dickhead. It's not like you're saying the kid should have died. It's just not the parents'
No, that's
fault.
never the thing. But it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, your kid's gonna spurg so hard he freezes to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unforeseeable circumstances.
But actually, dude, kids, like, you watch the videos online, you take away their iPads, you take away their phones, they spaz.
They do spaz.
They do fucking spaz online. They, like, get, like, they fucking, like, tweak.
Dude, it's tough, but you gotta like, and I'm saying
That's
this
why
as a
you gotta
non.
hit 'em.
I'm saying this as a non-parent, but I
wouldn't
feel
hit
like you gotta. It seems tough as shit, but you gotta like slow roll them the phone.
Oh, we're not giving our kids a phone.
Yeah,
That's it.
seems psychotic.
There's an iPad in the house that my wife uses, and sometimes they get to watch Bluey. But
Louis?
Bluey, I love Bluey.
Oh, Bluey.
What did you think?
I thought you were saying Louis.
Oh yeah, no,
I thought you were like the one show I let my kids watch.
we watched that episode where he pins Pamela up against the wall.
Where the guy's head falls off right before his date.
Is that the elevator app?
The head fall off?
Yeah. No. The when he pins Pamela against the wall.
It's a sex one.
Oh, okay.
And they got a big blowback. Oh, I love that David Lynch one. That's my favorite piece of TV ever. Is Louis trying to take over the Tonight Show?
That was a great one.
That was really great.
There's a speech he gets given in the first episode by the network head, telling him to go, and he goes like, "You are in a decaying orbit." Never forgotten that. Just describing your career as a decaying orbit. And I was like, fuck. I remember watching that in Australia going, no. I didn't even get to have a big orbit for it to decay.
Dude, the episode that gets me is the one where he's like working that club on the road.
Yeah.
And then he keeps bombing. So they had the feature headline. And
They,
then he,
I don't think they switched him. He was just burying him. It was a Florentine.
He was getting buried. Yeah. He's getting buried by the feature. And he's like, all he does is fucking fart.
All he does is
All
fart
you do
jokes.
is hack fart jokes. And then Florentine Craig's like, hey, man, farts are funny.
No, he goes, you don't think farts are funny?
Yeah.
And then Louis just starts crying.
I love
about
farts.
that.
Farts are so funny. They make a sound. They have a smell.
Yeah, that shit's beautiful.
And that was forgotten is they made so many shows like it afterwards that sucked.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Marin. I watched 3 episodes of Marin.
I gave it 4 seasons.
It was just like, it was actually pretty, for TV, it was good, but it
Yeah.
was also the extent
just-
to which it was just Louis.
And it's funny because they were friends.
Yeah.
So it's like if one of us just made tires. like, yo, we're doing a tire.
Yeah, it's called Rimz.
Oh, that's not bad.
Actually,
That's not bad.
brother.
LeMaire,
Let's get
that's the way
John
to
on it,
finally
dude.
get. That's the way to finally get black people into tires. You're gonna have a rim.
Did you guys just invent black tires?
Rims.
With a Z.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh, James, we got a bird movie to write.
You still
yeah.
want to work with me?
Yeah.
LeMaire, LeMaire, that means more to me than anything ever could. This will all make sense in a week or two.
In a week or two, you're gonna laugh a little bit harder.